I got the Diego Reddit clips. Let's go. Fuego, he meant to say. Fuego. But I decided in 6 that after some cajoling from Kajur that I would try to make Mitsu work. I mean, you could make Mitsu work. The deal is like, fuck, man, he's got so many bugs. If they fixed all of his bugs, I actually genuinely think Mitsu's a high-tier character. The problem is he just has a lot of them. There's a lot of them, damn it. I'm gonna take Hilde. Play Maxi. Oh, Keelik. Oh, I don't like this matchup. I don't like this matchup. His frame data is similar to mine, but with AGI stances and more range. Everyone says Maxi's trash. I think Maxi's good. Everyone says Maxi's trash because Rich Sticks doesn't like the Heaven's Gardener. Well, like, you can still make him work. Mitsu, I think Mitsu's garbage, but you can still make him work. He still has one of the best backsteps in the game, a 14 frame CE, and 40 damage lows. You can still make it work. You just have to put more effort in. You have to put much more effort in with Mitsu than you had to in Season 1. Boop, boop. Hello. That's going to be massive counter hit damage. Thank you, Hilde. Oh, not from there I couldn't. Oh, but from there I wouldn't either. That's usually a from there I might. Might? Ah. There's so much DiMaggio. Ooh, hello. Oh, I'm dead. Slap down. And if I wasn't dead, I'm not a Maxi player, hence I'm not a Maxi down player. Well, I'm also, people call me a Mitsu down player, but I talk mad shit about how incredible Hilde is all the time. Usually the deal with down players is whatever character they play, they talk shit about. I don't talk shit about Hilde at all. I upplay the fuck out of her. This bitch is incredible. I think Hilde is one of the best characters in the game. This bitch is in-fucking-credible. Look at that! He whiffed something and it cost him 90 health. That's crazy. Oh, my foot was right in front of him. Didn't matter, though. Gotcha. You are a Mitsu down player? Don't cap? No. The thing with down players is down players think their character's good, but will tell you otherwise. So, like, the people who are like buff Zoss, they know Zoss is good as fuck. They just are downplaying him. I genuinely believe Mitsu sucks. We've had this discussion on stream. I think the only thing preventing Mitsu from being a hella good character is the fact that he's buggy as shit. If they fix all of his bugs, I would put him in A tier. We've had this discussion. I think Mitsu's the top half of the roster. He just has hella bugs. Every time we make our tier list, I put Mitsu in the needs help category. He's never in low tier. He's in needs help alongside Huang and Valdo. I think Huang and Valdo can definitely make it work. Boom has shown that Huang is like a consistent character. Florida Man has shown that Huang is a consistent character. You know what I mean? Ooh, good AGI. He knew I was going to go for a 6A release there. And it ended up costing me some of my fucking valuable health-a-roo. Ooh, that reached me. I'm trying to interrupt him like an asshole when I should just be playing carefully. Oh, fuck this. I'm just gonna start jamming shit. Yeah! Oh, he actually woke up walking. There we go. Guys, wait, this isn't Abyss. Are other people allowed to play Keelik? Yeah. What bugs does Mitsu have? Okay. So if we're talking about bugs that are consistent and that I can show you in the lab constantly, most of the bugs that Mitsu has are attack realignment issues on verticals and hitbox issues that he has specifically when he tries to go for lows or mids. Now, what I mean by that is Mitsurugi's 3A is one of the best tools in his kit theoretically on paper, but people are able to sidestep it despite the fact that it's a horizontal mid, depending on the speed of their sidestep. So if you have a character that's a really good sidestep, like Cassandra, she'll be able to sidestep a horizontal mid from Mitsu, like 4-4A or 3A, but then you take another character that has a really bad sidestep, like Nightmare. Nightmare's a really bad sidestep. 3A is the god move on paper. 3A is hella good on paper. If it wasn't bugged. Same thing with Mitsu 1BB. Mitsu 1BB is hella good on paper. And it's a really good whiff punish tool if it didn't travel through people's legs. The problem is that move travels through people's legs with a lot of regularity. And I mean through people's legs, like they will not do anything, they'll stand still. And the move will just travel through their legs. I can replicate that one in training mode really easily. It happens most consistently when I fight against 2B, Cassandra, Maxi, Cervantes, Astaroth, characters like that have like a slightly wide apart leg stance. It'll happen again against them a lot. And it's not like a game-ending critical thing, but it's one of those things where you have to understand that Mitsurugi 1BB is minus 28 on block. So if the first move goes directly through their legs, even though it should work, and then the second move gets blocked, he went from a scenario where he should have been able to land 41 damage from a double hitting low that jails on itself to the move whiffed, and you're now getting launch punished because it's minus 28. You know what I mean? That's the problem. That's where you run into the issues. Ooh, that's that crouch. Hello. Oh, he's gonna be able to snooker me very far here. Ooh. 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 I'm gonna do one of these. Let's see what happens. Fuck you, sir. Oh. Did another 1KB or whatever that is. No knife goes, I've never seen that ever. Oh, I can show you. I'll show you in training mode. Tell you what, after I'm done fighting Traystar, remind me to fix that Mitsurugi outfit, and then I'll also show you that Mitsu bug in training mode, because the 1B one is really easy to replicate. I could probably show you the 3A one, because that one's pretty easy to replicate also. That's unfortunate. I'm just like, I have this charged, if I just landed this on him, he was in the middle of a sidestep too, that just has an incredibly wide hitbox, because patch 2.30 fixed verticals. That's rough, son. That's a blatant robbery. We can go to a different stage, Trey, if you don't like this, by the way. I know Mitsu has bugs, I'm just having a laugh. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, if all of Mitsu's bugs were fixed, I genuinely think he's like an A tier, A+ tier. I think everything else in this kid is good, except for, 1BB being a minus 28 on block, 1KB being minus 14 on hit, which means some characters can just CE punish him for landing his super. And his myriad of bugs. Rib Ripper is terrible. Rib Ripper has a really bad bug too. A couple of really bad bugs. They did fix the last bug where Rib Ripper was able to be a normal crouched under despite being mid. So I'm actually glad that they fixed that bug, because that bug was really difficult to play around. Where you're just like, well... I made the correct call, but my opponent is in a regular tech crouch, or they're just holding 2G, and my Hori mid just goes through their phase. That was a bug that used to occur on Cervantes and Siegfried often, because they have a lot of moves that I would try to punish that put them in tech crouch. Ooh. Ow. Tried to call it out. Gotcha, that's a tech crouch also. Kablams, though. Woo, Keelik. There you go. I'm like, as soon as he whiffs something, counter hit plus guts mode scaling should be able to give me a kill here. It did. Perfect. Yeah, let's change maps after this, because I'm also going to change outfits. I feel like this map gives Hilde an unfair advantage, because she's still a ring out monstrosity. Uh-oh. Gotcha. Out of the box. Here. Overhead. Uh-oh. Ooh. Into a snooker? Actually, didn't know that could snooker. Oh, good kill. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, I'm dead now. I tried to wake up with a 12 frame, but that's probably like an 8 frame link or whatever that is. Hello. Yoink! Uh-oh. His CE now randomly whiffs through people. Oh, the Cervantes bug? I've seen that bug. That bug is fucking hideous, son. Where Cervantes will just do a CE as a whiff punish, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you didn't whiff punish. I'm like, damn, that's rough. Look, man. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. The problem is, because Cervantes is such a god tier character, everybody's like, nah, you're just downplaying the Cervantes issue. And it's like, no, man, like, this is a bug. Like, the character's allowed to be good and still have a bug. Hilde used to have a bunch of really ugly bug setups that she can get on Astaroth and Zasalamel. And they fixed some of them, but not all of them, and she's still hella good. And I'm just like, yeah, these bugs probably shouldn't exist against these two characters specifically. Let's do one of these, see what happens. Gotcha. Am I dead? Yeah. I seek thrills! What's cracking, son? He goes, yo, what's up, Kajir? Not much, homie. Playing first to fives against homies. I'm gonna switch my outfit, and then let's go to a different stage. I feel like there's something about rectangle stages I'm not a huge fan of. Not sure why. Just not a huge fan of rectangle stages in general. I'm still gonna play Hilde, but I want to pick a different stage. Boop. Just waiting for Trey. There we go.
Welcome to the stage.
Until this game starts looking like Marvel vs. Capcom, no nerfs allowed. Well, like, I actually genuinely believe that the competitive nature of this game and the way that characters are balanced are actually, like, they're really close to, like, fine. I think these characters are fine, all things considered. There's just a couple of characters where I'm like, I feel like they just need minor tweaks to their movesets, or, like, little buffs or something like that. Like, the only buff I would actually give Mitsu is I don't like how 1BB is minus 28. I'd probably make it minus 20 instead, so it's still launch punishable, but not fucking has to CE punishable. And then I would probably give him slightly less pushback on his jabs. That's it. I think everything else is fine. What was that? Was that a taunt? Was what a taunt? Going to a different stage? I'm just going to another stage. Hiya. Hello. And random stage always gives us the forest. I need to point that out. 1BB should be minus 24, not minus 20. Or 22? Yeah, but minus 22? You're punishable by every character in the game super except for Nightmare. I need you to realize, with the exception of GI supers like Nightmare, Ivy, or Zasalamel, being minus 28 means you're punishable by every single super. Like, Keelik has a CE that is completely safe on block. You shouldn't be able to avoid the launcher if the opponent blocks that move. I agree to disagree, but it's because, like, I obviously play the character. So I'm going to look at it like, well, that seems like... At that point, you actually might as well not make any change to him. Minus 24 to minus 28, you're still punishable by an entire Astaroth super. There's, like, you haven't really changed anything. Like, at that point, you have not changed anything. It's an unseeable low. See, this is what happens when everybody listens to Father Ramon's opinion on Mitsurugi. Despite him not taking Mitsu in tournament, he plays fucking Setsuka and Sophitia. Everybody's like, look at this incredible unseeable low that is minus 10 on hit, minus 28 on block, whiffs through people's legs, and is capable of ringing himself out. Get the You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's got a couple of cool things, like he can ring you out with it, and it does 40 damage. Bro, tell you what, I want Mitsu's 1BB to do 20 damage. Chop its damage in half. Make that bitch do 20 damage. But in response, I want that shit to be minus 20 on block. Does that sound like a fair trade? Make it minus 20 on block, cut the damage in half, because I don't give a fuck about it being high damage. It's the fact that the move is super bugged and inconsistent is capable of ringing him out, and everybody talks about how incredible it is. It's really not. If you want an example of a good Mitsu low, you do 236K that can leave you into stance mix-up. Or you do 2-2 or 8-8K, because 2-2 or 8-8K is only like minus 6 on hit, or minus 8 on hit now, as opposed to being minus, I believe it used to be minus 10 or minus 12. The fact that it exists makes your 3B way stronger. Yeah, but 3B is also an 18-frame launcher that's minus 18 on block. You need to realize Mitsurugi's actually like outrageously fake. Like, a lot of his neutral tools are punishable by super. If your neutral tool is punishable by super, you have an issue. Outside of the fact that you can also just do like AA and BB, and usually the first hit of your AA pushes the opponent too far to where the second hit of your A doesn't connect. So, like, it's little issues like that that prevent me from believing that he's legitimately a good character. I don't think he's a good character. And if you have issues with that, then like you're allowed to obviously formulate your own opinion. But when you have the best Mitsurugi player in the world in the form of Skill, and Skill comes out and he's like, yeah, Mitsu's not very good. And then everyone goes, ah, what do you know, best Mitsurugi player in the world? There's a little bit of an issue there. You know what I mean? Like, if the best Mitsurugi player in the world tells you the reason why he's playing Setsuka and Sungmina is because he's dissatisfied with Mitsu, and he puts like a fucking 15 edit thread on Twitter about all of the issues and his thoughts on them, you gotta figure. Survey's 3B's unsafe too, doesn't mean it's bad. Sure, but Mitsu's 3B maximum damage he gets off of a 3B that's guaranteed if it doesn't have a lethal hit is 51. Cervantes' maximum damage he gets guaranteed is like 72. There's a very big difference in 20 points of damage for the 3B that you get, son. Like, let's be real about this. But it is what it is. Ooh, hello. Can I whip punish from that far? I can, but it's not gonna give me the launch. That'll kill, though. Ooh! More like 80 plus? Well, that's the deal. Like, everyone talks about how good Mitsurugi's lethal hit conditions are, but the only ones that are good are Rib Ripper, which is if your opponent whiffs an attack, but Rib Ripper is like a 20... Someone can look it up. It's either a 24 frame or a 22 frame move. So it's not like it's a big, like, super gratifying attack that can be thrown out in any scenario you can fucking imagine. It's a really slow-ass Hori mid that used to bug through people and not give you any confirm. Yeah. Oh, that's not gonna work. Whoop. Rib Ripper's fantastic and needs hitbox fix, though? Well, that's the deal. That's exactly what we're talking about. Rib Ripper's a fantastic attack if they fix its bugs. It has hitbox issues where it's a Hori mid that your opponent can get past. It's gonna kill. Oh my god. Who is the best Mitsurugi? Skill is the best Mitsurugi player in the world. That's like a fact. He has the most tournament wins with Mitsurugi out of anybody else in the world for the entirety of Soul Calibur 6. Second place would probably be Hyunmoo. Hyunmoo is a Korean Mitsurugi player. He's outrageously good. Those two are probably the only people you should listen to about Mitsu if you're really talking about it. Hello. Oh, I can't crouch under that. Womp. Hyunmoo's a god? Yeah, Hyunmoo's outrageously good. Uh-oh. Woo. Watched him the other night. Who is the best player in the world, in your opinion? The best... Well, it depends on who you're asking and at what time. And that sounds weird, but, like, if we're talking about best competitive tournament player in terms of sheer record, it would probably be Blue God. Because Blue God has won every EVO he's attended for Soul Calibur 6, with the he's won most tournaments he's attended in Soul Calibur 6, with the exception of the first American EVO. He lost to Utoto. He lost to Utoto's Voldo. Blue God is probably the best Oswald player in the world. Utoto is for sure the best Voldo player in the world. I'm signing off. Great interaction, the fun games. Got notifications on, so I'll be back. Kajir, peace out. Exactly. Glad to have you in here, son. There's no best player in the world with no offline. Everything's up in the air. Yeah, that's actually exactly the case. No Knife brings up a good point. When it comes to best player in the world, most of it is old data or speculation, because we haven't had... We can't run offline events here in America, and all of us are dying of COVID. So, like... It's a little rickety. On top of the fact that I don't believe Hilde or Halmaru or any of those characters were around for the last EVO that went on. Gotcha. That's gonna be punishable. God, Palamzo. For a while, Linkors was tearing up every tournament he's in. Linkors is outrageously good for sure. Just, if we're talking about best players in the world, I don't think Linkors' skill level is higher than Blue God's or Utoto's or Skills or Hyunmoo's. But he's most definitely the best Siegfried in the world. He's, like, that's not even up for contention. But if we're talking about all-time best players, I'm not sure how he would rank on all-time best players. Alright, so Traystar has a habit of waking up 2-2B, and I'm noticing it, but I'm not stopping it. Look at that! I just ran to him to see what would happen. Wake up 2-2B, baby. Which is not a bad thing to do. It's definitely... Oh, hello. Not me. Woo! Oh, I think I might be dead. Oh, I'm dead for sure. Oh, good shit. Alright, so note to self, wake up. When he goes for a wake up on anything, I need to 3k or like 6A plus beat him. And then there won't be a whole lot for him to walk past. Uh-oh. Oh my god, Keelik hitboxes. Oh god. Oh, he woke up pressing something. Jesus. This motherfucker feels his spirit surging and shit. Oh, hello. Not the range I would have needed. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's waking up with that often, and I'm not stopping him. Which is promoting him doing it more often, which is a problem for me, because it's catching me. And it's catching me frequently. Womp, womp, womp. Gotcha, see? Oh, I'm dead regardless. Oh, good shit. That doesn't mean the combos he's throwing out are not optimized, though. I'm still going to be eating those, bad boys for breakfast like it's going out of style. Ooh, hello. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh no! I didn't know that had a lethal hit? You didn't know what had a lethal hit? The Keelik attack you threw out? Keelik's full of lethal hits, son. The problem is a lot of them are really situational. Or hidden behind post-GI. Keelik has one of the best post-GI games in Soul Calibur 6. Or are you talking about Hilde? You out here trolling, Kajir? I'm actually not trying to troll. I'm actually trying to, I'm trying to figure out what I can do to stop him from stepping outside of doing 5A release. I should just be throwing out 3k and 5A release constantly because it's going to stop him from stepping. Most of the damage I'm eating is from his from his AGIs and from him stepping constantly. Boop, boop. Like if I just do that, it's going to be difficult for him to get things started. Hello. Here we go. Out of the box, into the vortex. Kablamzo, McFlamzo. Let's go for an unblockable. There's the setup. And it didn't work. Well, my wall combo did look cool. Hello, that's a back throw. Suplex. Cool. Ah, Hilde. Low-key, I think Keelik's somewhat strong. I think Keelik's strong, too. I think Keelik's strong. I just think Keelik also needs a couple of adjustments to the amount of pushback he has, because there's some moves that push him back too far for his bread and butters from Season 1 to be able to take place effectively. Which is not a huge problem, because the other tools he received are pretty good, but, like, he could definitely use a little bit of tweaking. There we go. I'm trying to fish out a counter hit. You think he was unplayable from how Keelik players talk about him, but he has some great tools? I think Keelik has really great tools. I think he's incredibly solid. I think if you want a beginner character that's friendly and has good neutral tools, a lot of people recommend Mitsu. I actually recommend Keelik, mainly because Keelik is all-around safer. Just straight up all-around safer. He's not worse than Mitsurugi, for example. Yeah, I think the only thing that prevents more people from taking Keelik seriously is the fact that they're intimidated by his soul charge, and people in the community talk about Keelik in a very, not even downplay type of way, but they talk about him as though he's not able to do well. There's no character in the game currently that's not able to do well. Like, even as much as I personally don't believe Mitsu's in a good place because of how many bugs he has, and I don't like how he's a high-risk, low-reward character, he's still, like, really good. You know what I mean? Like, he's still really good when his tools work for him. The problem is when his tools don't work for him, it's fucking heartbreaking because you made a correct guess on a 1BB whiff punish, and the first 1B went through their legs. The second 1B, they're stand blocking, and it's a mid, so they blocked it. And then you're minus 28 in a scenario where they didn't actually block their feet. and now you've lost the game. You know what I mean? It's one of those type of deals where it's like, well, shit. Had that in the bag, had it in my mind, we were able to bring some of it to the game plan, ended up getting screwed by a game scenario, and then your shit just doesn't work that way. It's like when Nightmare players drop a combo against the wall. Because Nightmare and Grow and Keelik and a couple of other characters, they have issues where some of the shit that they do just doesn't work against the wall correctly. You know what I mean? And then you're like, well, fuck, man, I had that round one, but because the wall has a slight curve to it, they ended up, like, behind me and above me, and then the attack that I was going for that's a guaranteed bread and butter just didn't work in that scenario, and now, what happened? You know what I mean? Now there's trouble in River City. Kablamzo, Fabloop, Fabloop. Oh, Fabricio, no! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is reliable-ass damage, son. Uh-oh. Oh, what to do, what to do. I'm gonna fish for a 6K lethal. Oh, hello. You say you know what I mean a lot? Hey, man, I need to make sure you guys know what I mean. As long as you guys know what I mean, then we're able to make some shit happen. If you don't know what I mean, that means I need to school y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Also, yes, I did trade that in for, you know what I'm saying? Get up out the not mean. That's so much damage. Oh my god, Hilde. Gotcha. Holy shit. This character is so ridiculous. Yeah! Uh-oh. That's a problem. I have a lot of meter here. Oh, that's gonna kill me with a jump feat. It's so cool every time. Alright, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I considered playing Hilde until I learned she was a charge character. I've never been able to play charge characters. I don't like charge characters in Street Fighter, but I do like Hilde. I'm not quite sure what that says about me. Probably that I just like Hilde. Big ol' Hilde simp in the house. There we go. Uh-oh. Gotcha. He sidesteps a lot. Hit him long range. Oh, hello. Gotcha. Alright, if I'm able to get one of those bad boys. There's a difference in charging a button and charging a direction. I hate charging direction. Yeah, that's the big issue. Let's do one more Trey. And then, I'm probably going to have to fight... Who's next? Was it Neon or Hyrule Hero Joe? I think it was Neon. If Neon's still in here, it's Neon's turn. If he's not, it's going to be Hyrule Hero Joe, if he's still in here. Hiya! Neon, then me, then Joe? Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. No, you don't. Gotcha on counter hit. That's a lot of damage. He goes, I'm on training. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Scorpion's big warming up right now. Hiya! Uh-oh. Gotcha, that's gonna kill. Holy shit, Hilde damage. Jesus Cristo Salemero cojones. Hiya! Okay. A lot of backstep on the start of the round from him, which is not a bad thing to do as Keelik. Uh-oh. Ooh, not me. Caught me out of my tech crouch frames from the startup. That should be good damage, though. Yes, it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Wake Up 2-2B is monstrous. Uh-oh. Oh. Ah, I got me with a mid. A slow mid. Hilde charging mechanically is not difficult, especially on stick instead of pad. Yeah, and I'm on stick. When I'm on pad, she shreds my fucking tendons in my hand. Wow, I'm getting really bad at timing that, even though it's a guaranteed combo. I need to keep in mind that Trey actually does not use Keelik back turn K. I'm so used to getting Keelik back turn K by Abyss Commando that I'm so scared of it. And Trey does not use it, despite how fast it is, and it has a GI on it. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to become predictable like that. Hello! I don't even know how he gets that lethal hit. He just gets it. And then I just die. Fucking 3 of them! I got rocked. I have no excuse for that one. He's pulling out all the stops on me now. Oh gosh! Uh-huh. Ooh, that didn't work. This might. Yes, because he likes stepping. Ah, he did do wall rise back to okay. Hello. Oh, they always crouch. A lot of people ask me, like, Kajura, why do you do a neutral jump to approach your opponents? Because normally it forces them into a scenario where they panic because they're like, why did my opponent just do a jump? And then they either crouch or they try doing some kind of sidestep or they do any scenario that's not a block. And then I'll usually just run up and do some kind of a mid, some kind of a launcher, essentially a grab or a jumping K. All right, well, GG Traystar, that wasn't bad, son. With the exception of Abyss Commando, I don't get to fight. With the exception of Abyss Commando and occasionally Laz, whenever Laz isn't playing card games, I don't get to fight Keelik players too often. Although Sabatino did pick up Keelik.